All right, welcome into another ASU NCAA Rookie and a Vet. I've got one of my last rookies in here, but certainly not least. Evan DeBrouwer, welcome in.
Thank you very much.
So, you have the hardest position in hockey right now, right? You're the backup goaltender, and not because you can't be the starting goaltender, but because you have one that's in front of you that's a little bit older and is pretty dominant, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, he's played amazing, and it's been fun to watch.
So what's it been like coming into Arizona State? You told me you grew up on a farm in Ontario, and now all of a sudden you're at Arizona State in Tempe. You're dealing with the heat this summer. You're now starting to see some of the reasons why we all live here. But tell me a little bit about your transition to Arizona State.
Yeah, it's a big change coming from a small town. I grew up in a small town of like 5,000 people, and now living in the city in one of the biggest schools in North America. It's just been a crazy transition, a little bit overwhelming at first, but now it's really calmed down, and I love it here. It's like we were in Boston this past weekend. I couldn't wait to come back here, and the weather sure is better than what everyone said, and everyone already said that it was amazing, so that says something.
So when you're being recruited by Arizona State, and I'm sure other schools that wanted you to come and play goaltender for them, and you're looking at this program and you're going like, oh, they're a startup, they're in the desert, they're way far away from where I grew up. What was the reason that made you want to be a Sun Devil?
I think it was the confidence that Coach Powers and Coach Fields had with the program and what they said about it. Obviously coming to Arizona and living here it's an amazing place to live. So that was easy. It was just more the hockey side of things, and Coach just reassured me that this program was going to be really good in a few years. And I mean, this year's been an amazing experience so far, and I think that we're only going to get better from here, so it's been really exciting.
So if we look at your record now, 10-4-0, you've yet to see the ice yet in a game, but I know you're gaining valuable experience on the ice at practice because I see you every week. I know that you're gaining valuable experience by just being there and being able to watch Joey and how he handles himself. How important is that, especially for a goaltender, to have somebody like that to kind of be your mentor?
Yeah, well, that was one of the big reasons why I came here to Arizona State, was because Joey was here, and they told me how good he was, and that there's so much to learn from him, and that's what I really wanted, because I knew that the transition from junior to college would be a really tough one, and I just felt, if I could play behind a goalie who had a lot of experience and was really good, and someone who I could learn from, then that transition would be easier for the years when I am playing.
So we always knock on wood, you guys have been very healthy, but you're just one shot, one shift from being in a game. What do you do to mentally stay prepared for that opportunity?
Well, it's part of the job, and you just gotta be ready every game, every shift, and every minute. Joey's been playing awesome, so there hasn't really been any situation where I might have gone in yet, but you just have to be prepared.
So I see you guys on the bench before games, after games, during breaks, and I see the interaction that you and Joey have. And one thing I'm going to do, a little light-sided part of it, is tell me what's going on with these 3 water bottles that he has to have. He goes through 1, 2, 3 water bottles. Is there something to that or what?
I don't know. I don't question the madness. I just here you go, here's your stuff, and I don't question it. That's his thing. I like 1 bottle. That's plenty enough for me, but hey, he's got like 3 different drinks. He's got water, Powerade, and I don't even know what's in the other one. I just give it to him.
So, when I was in the locker room this summer looking at your new revamped locker room here at Oceanside and the changes that they made, and I saw your locker, and I saw Johnny Laughlin there, and I said, tell me about the goaltenders. And he said, well, I'll tell you right now, when Evan came in, he was someone special. You know anything about that?
No, I think Johnny and I have warmed up to one another, and there's a little butting heads at first, but I have to sit beside him during every game now, so we're getting a lot of jokes in, and he's a lot of fun. He's a great guy.
Talk about Oceanside Ice Arena. I know when you were recruited, I don't know how much you knew about Oceanside or what it was like, but it's your home, and every person on this team, to a man, talks about how much they enjoy playing at Oceanside Ice Arena. Yourself?
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, you're always going to love your home rink.
Right.
I was in the BCHL last year, and we probably had the worst rink in the league as well, and we all loved it. Like, it was just, when you spend time in there every day, and you just learn to love it. And at the end of the day, it's a hockey arena. It's the same ice pad. It's the same thing. I mean, the ceiling's a little low and there's not a lot of stands, but you know what? It's a lot of fun, and it gets loud in there. The crowd really gets involved, and you fill it up, and it's a lot of fun to play in.
Let's talk a little bit about your goaltending style. People haven't had a chance to see you play in a game. I watch you play in practice. I know kind of what your style is, but tell everybody out there what they're going to expect when they see Evan DeBrouwer in a game.
I don't think there's anything, weird about my game. I mean, I'm just a normal butterfly goalie, and I try to stay calm, try not to overreact in situations, and just be really calm in the net.
How do you feel about Joey Daccord and the way he plays the puck? Can you match him on those skills?
I'm working on it every day. It's a challenge, but I'll get there.
Talk a little bit to wrap things up about growing up in Ontario on the farm and when you started playing, and did you always want to be a goaltender, or did you want to play something else from the start?
I loved hockey, player or goalie, it didn't matter. I always wanted to play goalie, and my dad would never let me, but then one day I just said, you know what, I'm playing goalie next year, and that's that. And I ended up doing it, and I loved it, and never looked back.
We'll finally wrap things up by talking just a little bit about where you think this team can go from what you see now in, 14 games. How far can this team go, and can you get into the national tournament and surprise everybody as the only independent in the country?
I don't see why we can't. I mean, just from watching every game at ice level, you just get to see everything going on, and we've matched every team that we've played against. Penn State, Michigan State, it doesn't matter who we've played against, we've been right there. Ohio State as well, I thought we were right there in both games, and we've only improved since then. We haven't played everybody, and it could be that we end up playing against a team and, I get blown away by how good they are, but I haven't seen it. I think that there's so many guys playing with confidence right now, and our team is just so deep that we're just able to play with anybody. And if we play our game, I think that there's no reason why we can't make the tournament.
Let's end it on this. How good have you gotten at singing the fight song after 10 wins? No.
Yeah, we did it at camp after training camp, and I don't think I knew a word.
Right.
And now I got it all down pat. It's all good because, we just keep winning and just keep getting to sing that song.
Evan DeBrouwer, thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way. I can't wait to see you finally in some game action.
Thank you very much.